So, let's talk about the first time you played XCOM, because that's going to put us right into our next topic.
Probably about this time last year, Xbox Games with Gold did, for free, XCOM Enemy Unknown. And so, I thought to myself, I need to pick this up.
Had you heard of it or played it at all? Or?
No, because it wasn't this time last year, because about this time last year was when I heard about XCOM.
Yeah, because I think I moved here in December, and I remember talking to you right as soon as you started playing it.
Exactly, yeah, so that was this year when they did it, but Games with Gold did Enemy Unknown for free. And so... For free. No, but about this time last year was when I first heard about XCOM, because my cousin, who was my roommate at the time, was really into XCOM, and XCOM 2 was coming out, and he was super excited for it.
Right, it came out in February.
Yeah, and he played that shit solid, did not come out of his room. Like, his room was disgusting afterwards.
Oh my God.
Like, it was awful. But he...
Shit everywhere.
Smeared on the walls. Yes. How did it get on the ceiling?
He lost his guy, and he got pissed.
And he flung his shit onto the ceiling. No, but yeah, he did not come out of his room for a long time. And like he played XCOM 2 so much, like he beat it, I think, in the first 3 days that he was playing it, because that's how much he played it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've played XCOM. That's a huge achievement.
Yeah. So, like, I was, talking to him, asking him questions about it. He was telling me, a little bit about what it was like, and what the gameplay was like, what the mission structure was like, and the emotional investment that you get from, having these characters and training them and making them powerful, and then they die, because they always die.
And they're gone forever.
And they're gone forever.
Ever.
Forever and ever. So... when I saw that XCOM Enemy Unknown was one of the Games with Gold free games, I knew that I had to pick it up, so I did.
And you're like, oh, I feel like getting super pissed at my Xbox for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually did not do too terribly for a long time.
Like, it lulls you into that false sense of security.
I got a full squad of dudes.
This ain't bad.
Yeah, I got a full squad of dudes. They're all max rank already. What the hell are people talking about? This game is easy. Oh my God, all my people are dead.
And they start, the missions get harder. They start introducing
it was
harder
legit, like, a storyline mission, because it's always the storyline missions.
You got to go into like the alien prison and bust out your buddies, and then they all die.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just one of those games. But that's the cool thing about it, is it's not like an Uncharted or Last of Us or Tomb Raider or God of War, where it's just the same story over and over again. There is such a deep, complex strategy to this game that... And I just feel like a retard when I'm playing it, because I'm like, I'm sure and I broadcasted my first couple of hours playing it today, and I'm like, man, if anyone's watching this, they're going to be like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And I've played the game. But what we want to talk about is the Xbox Gold or Games with Gold and the PlayStation Plus, because for a while, and I think I mentioned it a couple weeks ago on one of the shows, was that the PS Plus or PlayStation Plus has come under fire a lot for the game choice that they've been putting out, or the choices of free games for the PS4 pretty much, because the PS3 games have been pretty solid. They put out the whole Hitman HD trilogy one time, Arkham Knight, or not Arkham Knight, but Arkham Asylum, a lot of great games for the PS3 that I played, and some like hidden gems like Deadly Premonition and stuff like that. But with the PS4, it was just indie game after indie game after indie game. Not that any of them have been particularly bad,
right?
But are they ones that you would really want to see?
I mean, you're not getting any AAA games,
right? Well, they changed that a little bit. Now, I remember the first AAA game that they put out was Metal Gear Ground Zeroes, which in and of itself was pretty much a $40 playable demo for Metal Gear 5.
Right.
And then they put out Tropico 5, which I thought was, oh, that's good, but I paid $60 for that game. I already own that game, and I was like, damn it. So they've been under fire a lot, and then they raised the price of it a little bit. But last month they put out Journey, and they put out Lords of the Fallen. Now, Journey is an indie game, but it was highly critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
And I played through it, and oh my god, was that a great experience.
Nice.
Have you ever played Journey?
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's great. You can finish it in an hour and a half.
Nice.
And there's really not a lot of like cutscenes or anything, but it's just a beautiful, soothing game. And it's the kind of game that if you had 2 hours to just sit and unwind, just sit there and play through it. It's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So this month they've released the PlayStation Plus games, and it's going to be the HD remaster of Resident Evil,
The
first one,
Yeah.
which is a classic. And what did I say the other one was?
Transformers Devastation.
Devastation, and I've been waiting to play that. When I had GameFly, it was in my queue for a while, and it looks great. It's got like the Transformers cell shaded animation style, and it just looks fun. It's gonna be like a beat 'em up, hack and slash, whatever kind of game, which those are mindless fun.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that they're putting it out and that I get to play it and I don't have to pay any extra to do it. And so I'm super stoked about that.
Yeah.
These are the kind of games that need to be coming out for free for the PlayStation Plus. Now, for games with gold, you're the Xbox guy, I'm the PlayStation guy.
Right.
So what kind of stuff are you getting, and what kind of stuff have you gotten?
Yeah, I will talk more about stuff that I have gotten because this month's games are particularly bad for games with gold. Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings.
Sports.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I remember they put out an NBA 2K17 for PlayStation Plus, and I was like, oh, I don't like this kind of games.
Yeah.
But
a
anyway.
lot of people do.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whatevs. But the other one is an indie game. It's The Escapists, which actually I will say I have been interested in. Like, I want to check that game out. That one doesn't come out to the middle of the month, but, you know, I got time to sit around and wait. But definitely going to pick that one up. But, I mean, you know, for the entire month of October to have two games that are, one's an indie game and one's a game that I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever.
Yeah, you're just like, they better have something better in November.
Yeah.
So I'm going to write this month off. And I almost always will try out the games. I'll download them and try them out later. And it's nice to just have, once you download it, it's kind of in your library. You don't have to keep it on your computer. But once you've downloaded it once, you can always go back and download it again. Unless, of course, you cancel your subscription.
Right, and that's the same way with Xbox. Like, all of the games... Like, I will never pick up the ones that I know for a fact I will never play.
Yeah.
All the sports games, never going to play any of those, so I never bother. Driving, racing games, no, I'm not going to pick those up because I don't play those games.
I'll tell you one thing that PlayStation did that was really smart was when Rocket League came out, it debuted as the free game on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, and
it got huge popularity, and now it's part of that, like the whole esports thing.
Yeah, it's one of the esports games now.
Yeah, and that was a great decision, and maybe that's what they should have done with No Man's Sky. Honestly, they maybe could have toned down the marketing, made it free for PlayStation Plus, and maybe not sold it for $60. I don't know. It might be they might not be under investigation for all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But then again, so we talk about like the free games for PlayStation Plus and the free games for Xbox, but I can't stop thinking about all those Steam sales and free games on Steam and everything. I'm just like, man, I should probably get a gaming PC. I'm seriously thinking about it, dude.
Man.
I don't know.
No, I didn't. Okay. And so I will talk a little bit more, though, about games that I have seen in the past, though, for games with gold. Like Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. Great game.
Oh, you got that for free?
I got that for free.
Nice.
On Games with Gold. Also, you know, and I know, like, they've had it in the past, like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, they had that one on there for free for a while. But I had already, bought and paid $60 for that game.
I bought Black
Flag,
Flag, which is the best Assassin's Creed game.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
It's much, much better than Unity, that's for fucking sure. But
Syndicate wasn't.
Syndicate wasn't bad. I went ahead and bought that one. Unity was fucking terrible, though.
I never finished it.
Yeah, it's so bad. But like every now and then, you will see a AAA game. You had mentioned Lords of the Fallen on the PlayStation Plus. Like, they had that one a while back for the Games with Gold.
And now we're just now getting it.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, it's been like $20 on the PlayStation Store for a while, but you know, and I've gone through and like looked at that game a few times and watched the trailer for it, and it didn't really look like something that I would be really into. So when they released it for free, I tried it, played it maybe about an hour, and I'm not into it.
I didn't see anything about that game that I was interested in. So
yeah,
but
Journey was fantastic.
Yeah. And like, I mean, it was a launch game, but Forza, they had the Forza game.
That's a racing game, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it was a AAA racing game. So, I mean, Games with Gold has been pretty good. Like, usually there will be a AAA or AA level game for one half of the month and an indie game or something for the other half. So
you don't get just two at once?
No.
Yeah, see, we get two at once. It's like the first Thursday of every month is when they come out.
And Xbox is kind of weird about how they do theirs because there's one game that comes out on the 1st, and there's one game that comes out on the 15th. But both games are there for 30 days, regardless.
Okay.
So the one that comes out on the 1st, you can get all the way through that month. The one that comes out on the 15th, you can get until the 15th of the next month.
God, I wish Nintendo would do something like that, man.
Yeah.
Because think about their whole backlog with Virtual Console, and they've got a lot of indie games that, you know, are great for the Wii U, and there's a lot of games that are cross-compatible between the 3DS and the Wii U, and you've got old Wii titles that you can play on there. Man, I would pay $50 a year for that.
Yeah.
They sent me an email. It's like, happy birthday. Here's something from us. And I was like, oh, sweet. Maybe it's a free game. No, it was like a 20% off coupon for the game. I was like, come on. You just want me to spend money, Nintendo.
All right. And before we move on, I have to talk about something regarding the PS4 versus the Xbox One debate.
Okay.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah. And Games with Gold applies to 360 games.
So if there's a 360 game that's backwards compatible, you can download it and play it on your Xbox One.
So I get 3 games every month for free.
Well, I get 4 games every month for free if I just want to fire up the PS3.
That's not a terrible thing.
And it really just depends on what's available. I always look, but honestly, I haven't cashed in a free game on the PS3 in a while, and I haven't even turned on the PS3 in a long time.
Right.
And that's what sucks about moving from one generation to the other, is the older ones kind of fall to the wayside, it seems like. But, you know, just how it is, just how it goes.
No.
I mean, I might, you know, why not load up the PS3 and put in XCom? Enemy Unknown and just kind of see how much the graphics have really changed.
Yeah.
Because maybe they have changed a lot, and I'm just so used to seeing
PS4. And
PS4.
I think the cutscenes, definitely. The graphics and the cutscenes have changed a lot.
Yeah, but you don't really need crazy cutscenes for that game. And that game is not one of those, like, it doesn't have to be like the cinematic Final Fantasy type game. It's about the game.
Yeah, it's entirely a strategy-based game.
All right, let's move on. Okay,